Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some happy mail with you guys. I was sent Watercolor Confections Vintage Pastel Watercolor set. So Watercolor Confections has a whole bunch of themed sets, and one of the prettiest ones is by far Vintage Pastels. I've seen a lot of people use it, have it, I wanted it, and someone was so kind to send it to me. So the lovely Miss Turtle over at Pickwick Turtle here on YouTube sent this as happy mail. And I was just so touched that she sent this because, like I said, I've been watching other people play with this, and I was just like, oh, those would make such glorious backgrounds and so many things I could do with it. And I wasn't even expecting it. I just happened to get the mail the other day, and I'm so bad. Amazon comes so often that I'm like, what did I order? And so I was sitting there, and I just had set it off to the side because I thought, oh, maybe it was something from my daughter's birthday. And then I finally opened it, and I was like, oh my gosh, someone sent me this. Clearly I have a shopping problem, but second, thank you so much for these. I wanted to swatch them on camera for those of you who are not familiar with Watercolor Confections. It's the series by Prima, I think Prima Marketing is what they call themselves. It can be very confusing, but basically Watercolor Confections is their series, and this is the name of the palette. But yeah, it comes in this cute little box, and you even see all the colors here. Oh my gosh. And then I did tape her happy mail note. Oh my gosh, I can't get it out to the back. And I'll actually tape it to the tin now that I've unboxed it for y'all. I always tape, anytime someone sends me happy mail, I keep the little note and I tape it to the product or book or whatever, just so I can always remember who sent it. But so here is the Vintage Pastels. It comes in a black tin. When you pop it open, they do have their own little swatch card, which I still swatch these just so I can leave them in here and know what order is what. But I still also swatch on a big chart, and I'll be doing that today. I had printed one on my 120 cardstock or watercolor paper, but I wanted to try this Arteza watercolor paper that I had just gotten. So we're gonna try this one. So yeah, I have the new Arteza, well, it's not new, it's new to me, watercolor paper. It's a lot harder, thicker of a cardstock. It will not run through my printer, which is why I don't have my swatch chart printed on there. But also I ordered the Ruby Charm Colors book, so I'm going to be re-swatching everything anyway. But I wanted to try out this paper and see how it was. As you can see, these are totally two different colors, and while this is an awesome paper, it's very soft, very bendy. It goes through the printer. This one I think will be a lot better, especially for loose watercolors and lifting, which is what I really like to do. So we'll be swatching it on that, and then off camera I will swatch the little card. So here are the colors, the freaking dainty little things they are. They're so precious. You do have a mixing palette here, but also pop that out and you actually have a mixing palette underneath. A lot of people don't realize that. I can't remember if the Jane Davenports do. I should know that because I swatched them. So yep, here they are, just like most of the companies, you know, where they do these little cakes here. They wrap them, and it's so tedious to undo, but once you take this off, you don't really have the color number anymore. That's why I always use their swatch card, and I keep them in that order. That way I know what is what. But what I will do is I'm going to unwrap all of these. This is the fun part, and then I will come back and we will swatch. Ooh, while I was unwrapping, cool thing I noticed. They actually print the number on the side of their pan, like Paul Rubens and Jane Davenport don't do that, so catch up, guys. I mean, now I know what number this is, so that was pretty nifty. Thought I would share that with you before I go back to unwrapping all of these. Okay, I have unwrapped them. I'm going to try to use them dry. The packaging didn't really specify. Some, you know, some watercolors, it's better if you wet them. Wait a couple minutes. You can just use like a distress ink sprayer or water brush, or just dip your brush in water and put it on there. But that's painstaking. I would get a little water dropper if you don't have the other items. But some brands don't need to be pre-wet. Just kind of depends. So like my Jane Davenports didn't have to. They do get sticky a lot faster, but that's besides the point. So I'm going to try these dry with just dip in my brush, and we'll see. If not, I will spray them. This is by no means a review. This is me swatching them, showing you these pretty colors and all that. I'm recording in the afternoon, which I never do. So the sun is all set in the wrong direction. So I have to move everything to a side that I'm not used to. Okay, so as with any watercolor, if you're using a real watercolor brush, which I am because I hate cleaning out my water brushes, and I absolutely hate when the color gets sucked up into them. So I'm just using a number 4 round brush. You want a jar of clean water and a jar of dirty water. All right, mix that around. So this is the periwinkle. I don't know, however you want to say it. You do you. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Yes. Okay, so this sage color, I'm super giddy because it's like a minty. I mean, these are like all vintagey colors. Oh my gosh, this entire palette is freaking adorable. I wanted this so bad, but I had just bought all the Paul Rubens. Well, not all of the Paul Rubens, but a pretty good chunk. All right, here's sage. Trying to get a little more water on my brush so you guys can see how it drags out. That's really pretty. Excuse me. But yeah, I just bought a bunch of Paul Rubens on Amazon Prime Day. And I actually have a set of Paul Rubens sitting next to me that I will be recording me swatching after this. All right, golden yellow. I do have to mix these up, obviously. So you can use these dry. They drag pretty well. I can even take my clean brush and let's see, do they lift? Yep, they lift back up. I don't want to ruin my swatch too much. Plus, if I was going to lift, I would use a flat brush and make a line. All right, terracotta. Oh, this color is going to be so pretty. They're all going to be so pretty. I should zoom you guys in. Wouldn't that be nice of me? I'm just so over the moon happy of these colors that I'm not thinking straight. This is what happens when you give me pastels. Pastel watercolors. Oh, that is gorgeous. It's like a vintage ash rose thing going on. Yeah. All right, now we're into suede. Okay. Ooh, that's lovely too. See, I got more water on my brush so you guys can see how they drag out a little. This paper actually isn't too bad, this Arteza paper. All right, this is stone gray. And they kind of give you a little preview on the side of the box, but obviously that's no supplement for swatching. Ooh. Liking it, liking it. All right, this one's called Breezy, and it is like a bluish green, but we'll see how it actually comes out because you can never judge a cake by its looks. Once you get them wet, they can totally change. Ooh, that's like a minty. That's more minty than this one. I do like using this harder cardstock versus the super soft one that just kind of sucks up everything. That said, I like both kinds of papers, and they're both cold press. I have yet to use a hot press. I need to. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. Only just getting back into watercolors. I'm going to skip charcoal and do that last because black can be messy. This dark rose. These last three are 2 pinks and a purple, and I know I'm going to love them no matter what because they just looked so pretty. And yeah, tell me you don't love that. It's so gorgeous. It's funny, like I've been swatching so many metallic paints, I'm used to like a big glitter bomb in my dirty water jar, but right now it's just milky because all these pastels just turned to a milk color. It's not even any color, it's literally like white milk, watered down milk. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oops. Don't put that in the clean water. Okay, now we need our dusky mauve. Excuse my chicken scratch handwriting. Yeah, I just had too much coffee this morning when I was trying to write it. And that's what you get. Oh, yes. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And look, they're drying. Oh, these are going to be so pretty. Okay, let's grab that black now. I don't know if this is going to be black. Oh, it's going to be black. Yep. Right after I started to mix it, I was like, yeah, that's definitely going to be black. Which is funny because I just used the black from my Jane Davenport's for a picture, but oh my gosh, that one is so much better. Sorry, Jane. Sorry, Jane. That one is pretty. Okay. Well, let me, oh, are we all on frame? Nope, I'm gonna have to zoom out. I was gonna say, okay. So these are so gorgeous. They are definitely pastel, but I love that they included a black, and you're probably thinking, well, it's kind of silly in a vintage pastel palette, but it's not. This black can be used to mix, so can the stone gray. But all of these colors are awesome because not only do I have a bunch of colors that work with one another, like these, oh my gosh, look at these 4. Can you picture those in just a precious background? Whew. But these are all mixable. I do plan to do videos with all of the palettes I've been swatching, showing you guys how to create a mix page. Basically, same thing with colored pencils when you're layering to get a new color, except we do it with watercolors and you pre-mix them first. You don't put one down and put the other on top. You actually mix them together. But we can go through that and show you how you can create new colors, because I know like there's tons of palettes out there, but you don't actually have to buy all the palettes. I mean, you can actually get away with a set of like 12 to 15 colors and make whatever you want. That said, I'm lazy. And so if there's a palette out there with a light purple, bring it to me, please. Because you know what? I just don't got time to mix purple and white. What can I say? Same with making like olivey colors. I'm like, no, that's too much work. So I'm that person, but I am going to show you guys how you can mix colors in a later video, but these are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All of them, like I love all of these colors, and that these pinks are gorgeous and perfect because you have a bright and a dark, and you can lighten them up if you have a white somewhere. You can also darken them, but yeah, these are so pretty. Thank you so much, Miss Turtle. I love your videos and your name. It's just freaking adorable. But these are so beautiful and I appreciate it so much, and I can't wait to use these. Like, I was itching to swatch them, and now I can I know what they are and I can use them, and they will be used, don't worry, because I have a whole Hannah Carlson book that will only be done in pastels, and ta-da! Now I got stuff to play with. So, yep, thank you guys for watching while I swatched this, and again, thank you, Pickwick Turtle. I will link her YouTube below if you want to go check her out. She has some cute videos over there. And then until next time, guys, take care.